we've got a lot of stuff here. A lot of stuff. Yep. This is all from a company called VerveViper. And I want to say, because I've never even heard of them, I want to say they're the new kids on the block. Not necessarily the new kids on the block, but in regards to car mounts, phone mounts, for your iPhone, for your Android phone, etc., etc. So they reached out and asked if I wanted to try one of their new mounting kits, and I was like, "Yeah, I'm down," because I'm always up for um, innovation, right? So this is what they sent me. Now, one of the things that they didn't send me is an actual motorcycle or bike mount. And the reason that they didn't send it to me was that they said that their mounts should fit really any other ball mount that's currently out there right now. So in that regards, I've got tons of them. So really, do I need that part? No. But they sent me the car mount. So this is going to be the car mount here. Anyways, as you can see, very similar to some other brand specifically out there. So this video is really going to be a first look. We'll actually take a look at what they kind of sent me. Because it's still winter outside, I'm going to actually do a second video in regards to this, where we're going to put this to the test. And we may even put it to the test in regards to the other brand that's out there that they're really competing with. So first off, what did I get? And what could you expect in regards to quality? Now, as you can see here, I do have to say I'm kind of digging their packaging. A little different. Actually, I think it's pretty cool. Very like recyclable, right? I'm guessing it is. That's kind of why they went with this look. But either way, very interesting indeed. This should open. Again, as you can see, I haven't opened this at all, right? So this should just peel open. It would be my guess. And it's very much sticky here. So watch your, that didn't help. This again, how does this? I'm 100% confused. Oh, I see. So I tore it when you slide it. See that? I just slide this off. You learn, right? You learn over time. Anyways, that's going to be their case. Now, I have to say, in regards to cases, again, very similar to the other brand for sure, but it's got some design to it. It's, I dig this whole thing. Now, it is, you know, about the same, I would say, rigidity, but nice and strong. Uh, they have, I don't know, it looks like they have some like impact foam on the inside here that again may help with when you drop it. If you drop it, you'll drop it, right? That's in there. We all drop our phones on occasion. Anyways, that's the primary. Now, if you are not, let's say, an iPhone user, which doesn't have this MagSafe, they do have these, right? And this is like the universal adapter. So this is going to come with like 3M tape. So that if you, I don't know if it's actually 3M tape, but you know what I'm saying, double-sided sticky tape. So this, if you have a different brand of phone, like an Android phone or whatever that doesn't have this, you can stick this on. Again, whenever you are sticking anything on, you should let it sit for about 24 hours. But that would be cool. You could test that. Maybe what we'll do is put that actually on one of my Android phones so we can check it. Then we have one of the most important parts. Is this just like, see how I learn? Yeah, this is one of the important parts, especially if you are riding a motorcycle. And this is the vibration dampener. So the vibration dampener does exactly it. If you have a phone, especially phones that have macro lenses, especially if they have optical image stabilization, what happens is the little micro jitters that you get when you're riding, those micro jitters, basically the optical image stabilizer can't keep up with them, and they burn the image stabilizer out, right? So they burn that out, and it says, I can't keep up with that. So when you put these on, don't expect that all the vibrations are gone, but the micro jitters are gone, which means that instead of it doing like this, which is bad for the camera of your phone, you'll see it move, right? But it moves like this, and that's something that the actual stabilizer inside the phone can keep up with. So important, 100%, right? So that's a very important part of it. And you also see that this one gives you all the Allen keys that are required for you to actually install this. Now, what they don't seem to do is any kind of manuals inside here. Maybe they're just like, you'll figure it out. You're a smart cookie. I don't know if that's true. That's what they do. And then last but not least, you get, see that? That's satisfying every single time. Anyways, this is the actual mount. Again, you're going to have the this. So this is the physical mount. And as you can see, hopefully you guys can see that, right? See how this is the mechanism? As you see this, it locks, and then the pressure unlocks it, right? Click, unlock. I almost think of it like how action cameras are doing this now. It is magnetic, and that magnetic part is for alignment, just like with action cams. You know, DJI does this, Insta360 does this. And then what happens is there's going to be, I would think, on the back of this, inside here, there's like a little insert inlet, right? So these clamp out into that, which means as long as this plastic doesn't break, we're good. That's something that I can only answer after I've ridden or used this for some period of time. Does this ever wear? I don't know. I don't know. For those of you that use this, if you watch this video, 3 years down the road, let me know if that is something, right, that actually happens, because you can see it. The mechanism is very smart, right? It seems very smart in regards to that. That's kind of cool. I do like that. And then of course you are going to get your ball here. This is what is going to mount to this whole setup. And you get a few little screws and again an Allen key to make sure this all mounts. This, it's taken forever, right? This is going to be where your ball mounts. So this of course is going to go in here, and then the ball mount on your motorcycle if you have one, or if you buy the motorcycle kit, we'll have one that attaches to your handlebar. It should be good to go. Now I have large handlebars because it's funny. Oh, they did send me the motorcycle one. It's right here. So never mind. Never mind. We're on board. I should. It's right in front of me. Early. Anyways, this mounts in here. This one mounts here, attached to the handlebar. But what's cool about this, I found, because I've watched some videos, is that let's say you open this up, right? You open and open, 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 open. Someone has said that it doesn't open far enough, which it definitely does. They said it didn't open far enough for you to actually get the ball in there. So I'm not 100% sure what they were talking about as a security measure, because it seems to open up just fine, Now, yeah, they had said that there was a safety thing in there that maybe that is loosened. So that's probably it. So see how there's like an Allen key in there, right? Does that actually spin? No, so that piece doesn't spin. So my guess would be that if this was tightened, it becomes like that last piece. So you could have that tightened. So this would only come up so far, and you could set that so that this doesn't let the ball out. So if it did loosen, someone couldn't just loosen this all the way without actually having that Allen key. So that's smart. That's smart. And then last but not least, of course, you are going to get the actual handlebar mount. Now again, I am curious because my stock handlebars were an inch and a quarter, but the handlebars that I just installed are big, right? They're big. So I'm curious to see if this is big enough to go on, because that may be something that you have to think about, right? Because we'll find out. We'll find out when we go install it. That'll be on the next video. Anyways, this should be able to install very easy. So as you can see here, there's a screw there. Yes, there is a notch which matches up with that. So that just kind of, you figure out where that's going to go. And then you should have, is this what I'm thinking of? I need a screwdriver, not a screwdriver. Again, early. So this comes with two. Yes, it comes with two. So first off, again, this is going to go in there and match. So that, as far as I know, goes all the way through. Yes. And we screw that in. The first thing to realize is you do need the smaller of the Allen keys to get in there. So just kind of watch for that. And just, once you get it there. Because again, you kind of have to thread inside without being able to see it, if that makes sense. There we go. So she's on there. Yes. Excellent. Nice and tight. You can see, hopefully you guys can see this, right? It's simply just, it's a spring inside for this, plus these little gaskets here that are going to take away, again, those micro jitters. Cool. Sure. Very good. Last but not least, you have this. And again, this is, I always say this was the pricky, it did pricky one. Has nothing to do with being pricky. This, if you'll be like, how do I get a screw in there? But you see, you have to turn it in a way that you have access to the end. So I usually say just kind of lock it like that for now. This again is going to sit on this. It'll align, yes, into that spot. There it goes, right there. And then same idea. This one should have a screw. My guess is it's this, which goes all the way through there. Again, you will have Allen keys, so just kind of figure out which one this fits into, which is that one. And same idea, just kind of make sure that it's latched in there. Super sweet, right? Which is that. Nice. Which means now you can undo this and spin this around. Now this one, this is the one that I thought, and I don't know if they've changed it at all, but I thought someone had said that, oh, there it is. So see right here, that little guy right there? That's a little extra tightening screw. So, or yeah. So basically you could use this small, I think it's this tiny little guy right here. It's inside here. It's a tiny one. You can go in here and you can tighten the screw that's in there. So what happens is once you get this in place on your bike, right, it'll be here, but it's hand loosenable. So you could actually go in here, tighten that, which means that it shouldn't be, it's like a theft deterrent. Right, an extra theft deterrent is good. I'm down, right? Nothing wrong with that. Anyways, last but not least, then we would either have this, which would go in here, right? Or I have this, which is the suction cup mount. So I do like the fact that they have all kinds of mounting things. So same idea with this. This should be nice and easy, right? That's a nice suction actually. So same idea. This just going to screw in here. Calm yourself down, right? Calm yourself down. This should just screw in here, which it does. Yes, not a lot of security for this part, you know. There's going to be your on, off. So you'll see, you can click this if you want it on. My guess would be you turn it, right, like that. And then off, and spin it that way. So this, let's just give this a try because I'm curious. That goes on there. Excellent. This table should be a good, solid area. Make sure it's nice and clean. This we have off. So this is here, right? Oh no, that's on. So you spin these to the on, I think. So let's see. Which way am I going? Off. Okay. On. Oh. So I did get it off. Now realize wood, right? And that's a lot of pressure. It did come off, but wood, which means it probably does have some air gaps. Let's try it one more time because I'm curious, right? So we'll try it on glass. I don't think you'll ever have that much pressure, but good to know. Anyways, because you know what? They didn't pay me. I'm not supposed to say if it's good or bad. I'm gonna give you all the stuff. Yes. So, last but not least, this is supposed to be the kicker. Now, I don't have my phone in here, but as you can see from the top, right, there's that Verve. You just kind of... So, here's... A lot of people have talked about this as a positive, right? Right? So, you'll see how this moves around here, right? It's not like super loosey-goosey, but it's loose. So, when it's in one of these orientations somewhere, it's supposed to like lock, I think. So that pops it off. Yes. There it is. So this is my home position. Home position, right? In the home position, depending on how you set this, you could have your phone like this. So this is home position. You can have it set like this. So if you're riding your bike and you're like, I like it like this primarily, right? Cool. If not, you could set it up so that's primary, just by spinning this whole contraption around. Yes. But so the deal is you kind of tap this, not all the way down, right, to unlock it, but just tap it. It takes it, and there's a little click there, right? You just, so you can move it. So if you want it here. So here's my only issue with this, and it's minor, but it doesn't have a lock point here again, which means I would think over time, number one, that would loosen, which means Not so much maybe in this orientation, but let's say, let me get this back here, right? There's your lock. So let's say you primarily have it this way. Yes. And you're like, oh, I like it like that, but I'm going to be out in the highway. So I'm going to bring up my Google Maps. I'm going to bring up whatever it is, right? Because I'm going to be traveling and I want that, horizontal look. So I tap this, click, I move it up here, right? There's no lock point up here. I wish that they had a lock here and a lock here, right? Once I'm there, it would lock again. That's what I wish, because now I guarantee it. If you were going over some bumps, I could see this just slowly just tilting its way down over time. Maybe I'm completely wrong. Maybe it wouldn't, but until I test that, because it's got friction for sure. But I wish there was a lock point there, and maybe you can hear it right there. Feel it lock? Because then I would that'd be cool, because then you just click, move it into place, it locks again. Click to move it out of that, click the lock. Because, when you have gloves on, here's my only thing. I like the convenience of this 100%, because I know for me, I've used other brands, of course. Sometimes it can be a little fiddly to get it on and off, right? Because that's nice. You're just gonna click and it pops off. It's boom, right? There's no alignment. The magnet pulls it where it's supposed to, and that's excellent. But if you got gloves on and you're doing this, a lot of times you can't feel your gloves, right? So it's got that magnet, which it does, right, for locking it into place. But I'm just curious, if you were digging around there, if you would accidentally hit that. I don't know if you would, right? The other thing too is, this is the only other part. If you're just not paying attention, right, and you just did that, right, and you're like, look, it's on, right? You look, it's on. You're seeing that, right? The thing is, if you look real closely, it's not on, right? It's not. It popped off. So, you know, if the thing's not right where it's supposed to, there's that chance, of course, that, right, you're not paying attention and it didn't latch in quite where it needed. So you still need to pay attention to this, right? Because if you just snap this, it worked. Perfect. That one. This one still worked. This one still worked. but it didn't the first time. So that's my concern, right? That you'd be doing this, and for some reason it just didn't go in. First two times I didn't get it in. So there is that chance. You just got to really make sure. Other than that, I think it's a great little setup for sure. And I like this whole thing. I do think it's going to be super easy to take on and off. You just got to make sure when you get it in there that you listen for that click. And I do wish that they had one on the 45s, right? So you add, every time you move to the 45, you'd have to just give it a little notch and it would click again. Move it to the next 45, because it clicks up or down, right? So you can see it clicks there, all the way around, clicks there, right? All the way around, clicks there. Why couldn't they put one here? I would have liked that. Anyways, the first look, I think it's cool. Price-wise, in comparison to their competitor, tad bit cheaper. Not a lot cheaper. Like if you buy a whole setup like this, maybe 10, 15 bucks cheaper. Is that a lot in the long run when you're spending $150 or $135? Maybe for some, it's going to be that. But there'll be a comparison video coming up as soon as winter goes away. All right, guys. VerveViper. Very cool. Very cool. All right, guys. I'll leave links down below if you are like, yeah, I'm down. Let's pick that up. They'll be down there. Like, comment, share, subscribe. Hit the little notification bell. Make sure that you see our little test on this. And I'll see you guys next video. Later.